So I got a dream that I'm gonna be at the top of the scene, on every screen, making my presence something to be seen, yeah. I'll make them all see that I could be anything I wanna be. If you got a dream, then you need persistence and lots of belief, yeah. Yo, don't take that negative energy, I replace that. I just wanna be me, I don't fake that. I just wanna be free, yeah, chase that. I got a new obsession, it's helping and teaching and giving everyone a lesson. It's living and winning and building something that's impressive. I don't wanna do the same thing, I wanna be progressive, so I'ma make a new me, a new beast, a true fiend. He's everything that he wants to be. Look in the mirror, what he wants to see. It's a dude looking back at me. I stay on track, yeah, track things. I'm setting goals, life hacking. I'm steady stacking. I see myself being happy. A better me with a strategy that I'm attacking.
Put to the test and you know I'll lace that. Hit me in the face and I'm hitting right back. I enjoy the chase so I'll stay on track, yeah. I enjoy the race so I'll make that back. Got a lot of dreams that I'll make come true. Got a lot of things that I wanna do. Got a lot of goals that I wanna prove. And there's not a lot of time so I gotta make moves.
Yo guys, what is up? Welcome to Fly Like an Eagle podcast, episode number 22. We are live on Edge of Philly Sports YouTube, Edge of Philly Sports Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook. And we're also live on my Facebook, Philly Talk with MK, and my Twitter, Mitch Topsy. And if you're not following me on Twitter, you're definitely missing out at Mitch Topsy. So please give me a follow over there. And also, guys, hopefully everyone's having a great day. Here to talk some birds. So let's just get right into it. Excuse me. And also the co-founder of the Hardcore Sports Network. So check me out over there. A lot of news has broken throughout this week. A lot of news. A lot of Eagles coverage we got to get into. So let's get right into it. And that is Brazil. The Philadelphia Eagles are playing their first game in Brazil. What is up, Daniel? What is up, my guy? Thank you for stopping by. The first game is in Brazil, right? And they narrowed it down to two teams. Damn, I'm forgetting one of the teams. One of them's Green Bay. Oh, Cleveland Browns. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Cleveland Browns. So those are the two teams that are narrowed it down. So they're going to make an announcement about that next week. That's when I'm going to go fully in detail. But for this one, if I had to pick between the Packers or the Cleveland Browns, I'm going to have to go with the Green Bay Packers, bro. I am going to have to go with the Green Bay Packers. Just because how young they are, how good Jordan Love was in his past year. I just want to see a very good matchup against the Eagles, and I think that will be the Green Bay Packers. I think that will be entertaining. They have a lot of Packers fans in Brazil. That's what people have been telling me. So for me, honestly, I'm looking forward to being Green Bay. If it is Cleveland, on the other hand, I don't know. I don't know if I want to go up against Deshaun Watson. I want to go up against Jordan Love. What is up, Dives? What is up, my guy? Thank you for stopping by. I don't really want to trade Reddick. No one wants to trade Reddick. Nobody really wants to trade Reddick, dude. It's just like, if it comes down to it, I'm going to talk about this more later on. I don't want to trade him. Let's just leave it at that. So for the Eagles, right, we have Sweat and we have Huff. Is Reddick going to get traded or is he not? Is he getting extended? We're going to talk about that later on in the show. So for me, we got to talk about just the Green Bay Packers, how I'm excited. If it is against them, against Jordan Love, I'm a fan of Jordan Love. I love his game. I love his accuracy. I love his play on the field. So I think that'll be a really cool moment for the Eagles to play Green Bay Packers. Now, if it is against Cleveland, I would not be mad. I just don't think it'll be as a good game compared to Green Bay. I just wanted Pittsburgh there, bro. I wanted Pittsburgh. And I remember Dives, he was on an episode of this Fly Like an Eagle podcast, and he called Jacksonville. And he wanted Jacksonville there, and honestly, I could see it, but they go to London every single year. They go to London every single year. They're always that team to travel. So I'm guessing they don't really want him. They don't really want Jacksonville to travel out of the country twice in like the same season. So I can understand that. But Jacksonville, Trevor Lawrence, and that roster and that depth chart, I like. I kind of like that. But they narrowed it down to Green Bay and Cleveland. So I'm going to go with the Green Bay Packers. That is who I would like to face in Brazil. And now they announced that it's going to be exclusively on Peacock. Exclusively on Peacock. Thank God I live in Philly, or thank God I live in Jersey. Thank God I'm local. Because if you're local, you get it on local television. You get it on your regular channel, whether that's Fox or NBC or CBS, or probably on NBC, I'm guessing. So, hey, I'm good for that. But I want to dive into this whole thing with Peacock, right? Obviously, everyone's going streaming. Everyone is going streaming. You have ESPN Plus. You got Peacock. You got like Netflix. You got all these streaming platforms. Netflix is taking on boxing and WWE in January. So they're really moving out of the way of cable, right? They're really pushing that. It's becoming outdated. We all see that, right? We all see that. What if the people don't have cable, right? What if they don't pay for cable? A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't pay for cable. They think it's too much. So they don't want to pay a certain amount of money for Peacock as well. They don't want, just to pay the money for Peacock just to watch the game. Like, it's a tail of two feathers. It's a modern era now. The NFL trying to go to the modern era. They had a couple games last year on Peacock. I believe they had a couple games last year on Amazon Prime as well. So for Amazon Prime and Peacock, getting more games, and we're going to talk about another set of games later on in a minute. It just really, it sucks for the people that don't want to spend for Peacock, and it kind of doesn't, and it doesn't suck for people like us who are in Jersey, Philly, PA, who are local. So there is that. I am fine with watching it on Peacock. I'm actually a fan of the Peacock because of WWE. There's another one. WWE is on the Peacock. So this is becoming more modern, and that's the only thing. People just don't want to pay the money. It is what it is. In a matter of years, they're going to get rid of cable. They're going to get rid of cable for months. I mean, forever in a matter of years. Whether that's 5 years, whether that's 10, whether that's 15, whether that's 20, they are going to get rid of cable, guys. They are going to get rid of cable. So they're just moving, they're transitioning into Peacock. They must have got a really big deal for this game to be in Brazil. And it's the first game for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they're considered the home team. I love it. I honestly love this. It gets more eyes on the Philadelphia Eagles. It gets more eyes on the Green Bay Packers or the Cleveland Browns. So, just for a matter of that, I like it, man. I like it overall. And if you don't like it, and please let me know in the chat, or if you're watching this on replay, let me know in the comment section. Or if you're listening on audio platforms, please let me know. Hit the like, hit the follow over there on audio platforms. Greatly appreciate it. I just love how streaming is overtaking the NFL. I love how streaming is taking over everything. I just love it. I can't stand commercials. I really can't stand commercials. If you guys see me on like a live play-by-play of like the Sixers, I mostly cover Sixers. I do that for Edge of Philly Sports Post Game. I cover basketball on my own channel. So I would complain, enough of these commercials, enough of these commercials. There's still ads on like Peacock, Amazon Prime, all that stuff. There's still ads there. but there's not as much compared to regular cable. So that's why I'm looking forward to this. Really, I am. Whenever I get an opportunity, but whenever I get the opportunity to watch a game on Peacock, I'm there. If you're on Amazon Prime, I'm there. Because I'm just tired of commercials. Now, people are going to say, what if you don't want to change it? What if you want to change the channel? Well, you're going to have to leave the app and go to cable. Sorry, not sorry. I'm a guy when a game is on. I don't like changing it. I just love leaving it as is. I put my remote down. I enjoy the game, whatever I'm watching. Like, I just don't change the channel. Now, if there's commercials on the other hand, would I change the channel? Maybe, but I just don't do it for games, bro. I just don't. It's just like, it doesn't feel right. For me, that is. So, what is up, NFL Reality Check? The founder of the Hardcore Sports Network. Remember, guys, I'm one of the co-founder. This guy is the founder of the Hardcore Sports Network. Shout out to you. Much love and respect, brother. What is up, Mike Green? If Brock Bowers is at 22, Birds have to grab him. Yeah. I wasn't going to talk about this on this show because I've been talking about Brock Bowers to like everybody I know, not just NFL Reality Check, but just like everyone I know. It's just like out of the blue, randomly, Brock Bowers has a good NFL combine, a pro debut, whatever that was, a pro tryout, whatever. Now everyone's like, oh, we need Brock Bowers. We need Brock Bowers, which we do. Brock Bowers is a dog. Now, you look at the tight ends we have. We have Goddard and we have the secondary tight ends. We need to put Brock Bowers there and have him learn under Goddard, just like how it was done in the past with Goddard, Ertz, Chad Lewis, all these tight ends. So now it's the time. I don't know if they're actually going to go through with it because if you guys know, the Philadelphia Eagles love drafting in the first round offensive line or a defensive line. Howie Roseman loves to build in that trench. He loves to build in the trenches. So honestly, guys, I do not know if he will go like, oh, audible, Brock Bowers is there. Take him. I don't know if Howie's going to do it. Would I love for him to do it? Absolutely. But it's another Georgia Bulldog. That too. Can we stop getting Georgia Bulldogs? I'm a Michigan fan. I kind of hate the Georgia Bulldogs. Now I got to root for them for my team, man. Like, damn, brother. But it is what it is. If this can help us make our team better, I am all for it. Brock Bowers is that guy. And if you want to know more about Brock Bowers, go check out my guy Dimes, Ryan Reeds of Edge of Philly Sports. They literally covered every draft prospect in the NFL on Edge of Philly Sports. Every single one. I think they've done it twice. I don't even know how many times they've done the mock draft. We're going to have to get both of them on the week before the draft. I'm letting you guys know that right now. I'm going to need Dimes and Ryan on so we can have battle of the mock drafts. I think that'd be kind of cool, I think that'd be cool. So hopefully that will happen sooner rather than later. So, all right. So back with this Peacock and everything. It is good and it is good and it is not good. Everything has some flaws. But once you're getting paid, the NFL's getting paid by Peacock for this game specifically. So they're like, we got to take this, man. We got to take this. NFL's a business. NFL's a business, man. And would you guys ever have thought that the Philadelphia Eagles would get a game in Brazil? Would you guys have ever thought that? I remember where I was when the news broke. I was at the Philadelphia 76ers game against the Dallas Mavericks. So I was on my phone and I was sitting next to my dad. He was talking to a couple people. And I'm like, guys, we're playing in Brazil. And my dad was like, what? The Eagles are playing in Brazil. Like, I can't believe it. But who's going to go to the game? I really want to know which Eagles fans are going to the game. I'm not. I'm staying home. I'm staying home. What is up, Dennis? What is up? It is stupid we are playing in Brazil. What is up, Daniel? What is up, my guy? Thank you for stopping by. I'm not a Bulldog fan, but my cousin played quarterback at Deptford High. Then, really? Oh, huh. In the 1980s? So when the Eagles were in the Super Bowl in 1980, 1981, that's when he played? Damn. It hurts us season token, who can't afford to go. That's another thing, too. People are talking about the tickets and all that. They get one less home game. Thank God I'm not a season ticket holder, because if I was, I'd be beyond furious at that. But this is a once in a lifetime opportunity for the Philadelphia Eagles to play in Brazil against the Packers or the Browns. If it's against the Packers, I think that'll be better. So they got to take this opportunity. Jeffrey Lurie took it. Is it going to hurt them? No, they're getting mad. They're probably going to get a lot of merchandise in Brazil. They're going to get a lot of sales in Brazil. They're going to get a lot of stuff in Brazil. So, yes, I heard that. Yes, they're going to get a lot of stuff in Brazil. This is good for the Eagles. It sucks for the fans, but we get to watch them in Brazil. No other fan base in the NFL can go, I saw my team in Brazil. I saw my team play in Brazil. Maybe going forward, but after this season, no one else can say that. The Eagles, Packers, or the Browns. Those are the three teams, three fan bases that can say that. So, for me, I like it. I like it. His name is Danny Green. Look him up. I got the thumbs up on the wifey, but it's too expensive on Peacock. Yeah, not a lot of people want to pay for Peacock. So I watch WWE on Peacock whenever there's pay-per-views and stuff like that. I watch old WWE stuff on Peacock all the time. So Peacock is just good for me. Pause, that sounded really weird. But yeah, I'm good. I am good with this Peacock thing. I am good with it. So it is what it is. I can't wait to sit here, watch it live on stream. I will be live streaming this game on my channel with my guy Cool Cat Connor. So that's going to be legendary. It's a moment I'm never going to forget. I'm never going to forget this kind of moment. Just hopefully we win. Hopefully we win. And here's another thing. The Eagles play on a Friday. The Philadelphia Eagles, that game play on a Friday. That means we won't have a game until, week 3? Right? We won't have a game till week 3, I guess. Or maybe they have us play Monday night week 2 or something. Like, I think that's what's pretty much going to happen. We'll play on a Friday. That'll cover week 1. And then we won't play till Monday the week after. That's what I think is going to happen. So we'll get Friday to Monday. I think that's fine for me. I think that's fine for me, man. Yeah. I think that's fine for me, guys. I am fine. I cannot wait for this moment. It's going to be a lot of fun. Now, if you had a choice, if you guys had a choice, would you guys go to Brazil for the game? Would you guys, if money wasn't an option, would you go to watch your Birds play? If I could do anything, I would definitely go. If it wasn't for the money and some other stuff, I would definitely go to Brazil for a game. And they're trying to expand the NFL product as well, guys. They're trying to expand the NFL product as well. I mean, they're doing a great job in London. They're going to do this in Brazil. They're probably going to do this once a year. Once a year. Who's going to play in Brazil week 1? Who's going to play in Jacksonville later on? Who's going to play in London later on in the year? Of course they're going to do that. They want to expand this game as much as possible. They already got it covered in the USA. In the United States of America, they already got this covered. So they want to branch out, which I'm not mad. And think about all the fans over there in Brazil. I know there's Eagles fans in Brazil. I know there's probably Packers fans in Brazil. There's probably Cleveland Browns fans in Brazil. I mean, come on, guys. Come on. The writing's on the wall. The writing's on the wall. This is a good move for the Philadelphia Eagles. It hurts the season ticket holders. But if you did go as part of the season ticket plan, like you just have to throw in a couple of $100 more. Would you still like? I'm just beating dead horse. I feel like I'm going round and round. So for me, honestly, I am good with it in Brazil. I am. I just want to know who we're going to play against, and that way I will talk about that game in full, like the starting line, like all that stuff. I'll break it down next week on Fly Like an Eagle podcast, episode 23, here on the Edge of Philly Sports. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you haven't already, and please, guys, go subscribe to my YouTube. Follow all mine down below in the description. Thank you, guys. Thank you all for that. And shout out to Dimes, Al, Joey. Shout out to all my guys over at Edge of Philly Sports, man. Thanks again for giving me this opportunity. Hopefully, I'm making you guys proud. So, on with the Fly Like an Eagle podcast, episode 22. I want to talk about we got to talk about this. We got to talk about Jason Kelce, right? Jason Kelce, who just retired, he's probably doing his own thing with his family. He's got his New Heights podcast with Travis Kelce. Saquon Barkley was on it. Saquon Barkley was on. I would love him to be on Edge of Philly. Saquon, if you're watching this, be on Edge of Philly, bro. But if Saquon was on New Heights and Kelce goes, this is going to be so fun to watch. I can't wait. And then Saquon goes, you don't have to wait. You don't have to watch. Come and play. Saquon is trying to recruit Jason Kelce back. Can you imagine if he does not retire, if he comes out of retirement? Like, the offensive line will be legit. The leadership will be there. Kelce gets to play in Brazil. I said this in a couple episodes back where I thought he wasn't going to retire for this opportunity to play in Brazil, but I was wrong. He's retired. He had that press conference. Now, Saquon is trying to get him back. Now, I think it's going to be a lot more than Saquon Barkley for him to come back. I think we'll have to take his family to try to get him to come back. It would obviously be his health. It would obviously be the Eagles team. The Eagles team will try everything that they can for them to get Jason Kelce to come back and play for the Philadelphia Eagles one final time. Because if he does not play this year right now, this is the best shot to win it all. Kelce knows it. Shout out to my guy, NFL Reality Check. He is right there. It is right there. Got everything laid out for Jason Kelce on a platter. You got one of the best running backs. You got one of the best quarterbacks. You got one of the best offensive lines. You got one of the best wide receiver duos. And A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. The defense have gotten better with with Huff and etc. Like, this defense is going to get better through the draft and through some more moves. And we got Garner Johnson back. This is the time for Jason Kelce to come out of retirement and give it one last ride. Now, I don't know if he's going to do that because he is a family man, guys. Jason Kelce is a family man. If you guys watch that his documentary, just him with his family, it was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. It's going to take a lot to convince him. And Travis Kelce, his brother, is going to try to get him all the time in the world to try to get him to play football again. It's going to be different when Jason Kelsey is not on that field, my God, it's going to be so different with Cam Jurgens on the center or even Landon Dickerson time and time, but it's mostly going to be Cam Jurgens. I will be happy if Kelsey came back. If he doesn't come back, he's still a first ballot Hall. He's still a Hall of Famer. He will go to the NFL. I mean, he will go to the NFL Hall of Fame. Fish. 0-1. What, Flyers? Flyers Star Wars? Is that what you're talking about here? Appreciate that for the update. But let me know in the chat, guys, and let me know in the comments if you're watching this or listening to this on the YouTube or on the audio platforms. Do you think Jason Kelsey will come back? For me, I don't know. Okay. Marlins? Okay. I mean, it's right there. It's out there on a silver platter. The Philadelphia Eagles need to get Kelsey here. They need to now. They need to now, guys. They need to now. So, that's another thing, too. That's another thing. So, we're going to go to commercial break. And then right after, we're going to get into some we're going to get into something a little bit different here. So, make sure you stay tuned for the commercial. What is up, Chad? My guy, Chad. Happy birthday to you, Chad. You turned a big 3-0. You're older than me. I'm not turning 30 until September. So shout out to you, my guy. Shout out to my guy, Chad. Thank you for tuning in live here on the Edge of Philly Sports Network. And yeah, guys, I'll catch you after this commercial break.
All right, guys, if you're a Philly sports fan and you want to travel with your favorite team, then travel with the best. Go to phillysportstrips.com. They have self-travel packages and full travel packages available with round-trip flights from the Philadelphia airport. Packages include direct flights, 4-night stays, all-inclusive tailgate parties, lower-level group tickets. Whatever you want, you got it with phillysportstrips.com. If you want to travel to an upcoming Phillies game, make sure you check out Philly Sports Trips. And do not forget, Philly Sports Trips has all the away trips for the Eagles' upcoming 2023 season. Jump on it now, because you do not want to lose out on all these great opportunities. Go to phillysportstrips.com.
And shout out to phillysportstrips.com. Appreciate you. Thank you for sponsoring this live stream. I told halftime I feel roly-boly ollie after food I ate. Thanks again, Mitch. Much appreciated, Chad. You're one of my best supporters. Thank you for everything you've done. Appreciate you, Chad. Much love and respect. So, where do I go from here? Should we talk about Haasan Reddick? Let's talk about Haasan Reddick, guys. Let's talk about Haasan Reddick here. Now, it's just like this huge question mark. What's going to happen with Haasan Reddick? Is he going to get traded? Is he staying? Are they going to extend him? And all this? I honestly believe that he might get traded, but do I want him traded? No. Can you imagine him and Huff on either sides of the line? Can you imagine that? If you really want to win the Super Bowl right now, you got to keep Reddick. But here's the thing. Reddick doesn't want a one-year deal. He does not want a one-year deal. He wants multitude of years. He wants multiple years on this team. He wants to stay in Philly. But you look at the contracts that are bad for the Philadelphia Eagles, right? You got Bradbury. You got Slay. You got those big contracts, right? I don't know how Howie's going to do this. He's a mastermind when it comes to contracts and people getting paid. If he stays, and Vic Fangio is the so-called founder or like the leader of bend don't break, right? If he's the leader of bend don't break, he better not have Haasan Reddick in coverage. Would Haasan Reddick want that? And then they gave him the opportunity for him to seek a trade. And they're not going to trade him for anything less than a second. So honestly, guys, it's going to be tough for him to stay. On draft night, Harry Roseman is known to pull the trigger like that. I mean, look, got A.J. Brown out of the blue. We got DeAndre Swift out of the blue. We even got Saquon out of the blue this offseason so far in free agency. Do you guys think? I want to hear from you guys, man. I want to hear from 33 people in the chat right now. I want you to do you guys think Reddick is going to get traded on draft night? Because if he does, would they have to re-sign him just in order to trade him? Be like a sign and trade? Honestly, I wish I could tell you. Guys. So let me know in the chat, in the comments. Do you guys think Haasan Reddick is going to get traded? If not, give me a reason down below. Because Haasan Reddick, he's one of the most entertaining players that the Eagles have had in the last 2 years. People would love to see him rush the quarterback, get that sack, and hype this team up. He's very good. I think if he stays, this defense is going to be lethal. And again, we're going to have to adjust the safety and cornerback. We did get Garner Johnson, but Justin Simmons is still on the block. Is Justin Simmons going to come here and replace Blankenship? The cornerbacks, I think they're staying. I want them to cut him. But we can't with the cap hit. So for me, honestly, if you got to trade Reddick to free up cap space, what are you saying to your team? What are you telling your team once you do that? It's business is business. I get it. I get that. Really, I do. But it's just tough, bro. It is honestly tough for anyone to make this call. That's why I think on draft night, do not be shocked if he gets traded on draft night. If we move up or even back. If we move back, gotta wait and see. Get those assets. Get more of those draft picks. Because you don't want them to be like out of draft picks. So you want to stock more and more and more. So with this Eagles roster, the way it's constructed right now, if you add Reddick, bruh, this is going to be fun to watch. And then you got to address the defensive tackle situation. You got Jalen Carter, you got Jordan Davis, and you got Milton Williams. Oh yeah, I forgot this. If Reddick plays, what's going to happen with Nolan Smith? What's going to happen to Nolan Smith, guys, if Reddick plays? Do you want Nolan Smith to play? Or do you want the Philadelphia Eagles to win a Super Bowl with Reddick? It's no matter what you guys want. Do you want them to keep on developing Nolan Smith and like Nakobe Dean and all that? Or do you just say enough is enough? It is time for the Eagles to go all out and win this thing. Is it time? You let me know, guys, in the chat. Because now I think it is time for the Eagles to go all in. If, again, you have to trade him for the money, I get it. I care about the team more in the front, the name in the front, than the back. That's what I'm all about. And Reddick wants to stay here. I think they'll make a right call. I think they'll make a right extension. You had them keep Sweat, which was shocking to me, honestly. what they did with Josh Sweat, that is great. Like, did honestly anybody see that? Did honestly anybody see that coming? Anybody see that? I didn't. I know you guys probably didn't. So, and then I'm gonna address this again. I feel like I'm being a dead horse when I talk about this. Brandon Graham. Okay. He's gonna be a third down back. I think his contract is 1 year, $4 million. I don't want another retirement tour. I don't want that. I want another young guy to step up. Have Brandon Graham cut ties. Cut ties from Brandon Graham. But again, it's like you're missing out on a leader, how much of an impact he has, the history he has to this team. But again, I'm looking towards the future. Can Brandon Graham help us to get to that goal? Can Brandon Graham help us to win the Super Bowl? Can Brandon Graham be that one piece? If it's not for Brandon Graham, then what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Knock on wood. What if he gets injured, like what happened with Aaron Rodgers? All of that for nothing. All of that for nothing, right? I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I'm just saying. I don't know, guys. I do not know. It's getting crazy on how you keep Brandon Graham. If you let go of Brandon Graham and you had that option of like the $4 million left over, you could have gave Reddick a bigger deal. You could have gave that money. You could have put that money elsewhere. You could put it at Reddick. You can put it at I don't know, Blankenship. I don't know. I'm just making up players, but you can give it to Reddick. And once you get Haasan Reddick more money and more than 1 year, you're set. Like, not a lot of people are talking about Brandon Graham. Not a lot of people are talking about Brandon Graham. He's going to be third down back. Okay. What if it comes down to him and Reddick? Are you really going to keep Brandon Graham over Reddick? Looks like they did right now. Right now they picked Reddick Brandon Graham over Reddick. Exactly. Like, it makes no sense. Just cut ties. Just cut ties. And I'm a Michigan fan. I want Michigan Wolverines to be on my team forever. But when it comes like this, right? When it's like this, enough is enough. You gotta pull that trigger. You gotta cut ties. You gotta do something, bro. You gotta do something. Getting sick and tired of it saying that. Sick and tired of answering that. Now, do you guys think that the Philadelphia Eagles are going to get another linebacker in the draft? Do you think? Because I think they will. I think Howie Roseman sees the holes, but he addressed the Garner Johnson one. He addressed the running back situation with Saquon Barkley. He addressed another edge with Huff. He's addressing all these holes, but we need more linebackers. We need more linebackers, man. I don't trust no Kobe Dean out there. I do not trust no Kobe Dean with him getting injured and not being healthy. I'm not trusting the Kobe Dean right now. No. I would rather have more linebackers. We need more. Like, now is the time, bruh. Now is the time for the Philadelphia Eagles to get a linebacker in a draft. I'm not a draft guy, so I don't know who's a good linebacker or not. But you got to make a move at linebacker. I don't think they're going to pick it at 1, maybe 2. Because you know them, they're going to pick a lineman at 1. Like, what else do you want me to say, guys? What else do you want me to say? I think they're going to go a linebacker here. And then here comes my favorite part of the show to close this out. 3 words or less about the Philadelphia Eagles. Right now, give me 3 words or less on the game in Brazil. Give me 3 words or less on the game in Brazil, streaming exclusively on Peacock. Give me 3 words or less, guys. Because for me, I am excited. I am entertained. I can't wait. This is ours. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles fans everywhere. Now is the time. Fly, Eagles, fly. Let's go, Birds. I cannot wait for Brazil. Now I'm waiting for you guys, man. Give me your 3 words or less. And if you're watching this via replay, let me know your 3 Eagles were 3 words describing the Eagles in Brazil, streaming on Peacock. I like this. I really do. I cannot wait. And is it because I can still watch it on regular cable? Yes. But I might even just watch it on Peacock. Honestly. Since I don't change the channel on commercials, I'd rather just leave it. Honestly, I'd rather just leave it. Be right there on my chair and just watch the game and relax on a Friday night. Maybe I'll get a couple of my guys to come over to watch it with me and Cool Cat. That'd be kind of cool. And on that note, guys, I think this will conclude Fly Like an Eagle podcast, episode number 23 or 22. Next week, we're going to break down the actual opponent of the Philadelphia Eagles versus either the Cleveland Browns or the Green Bay Packers. Let me know in the chat who you guys have. Are you guys excited? Because I am. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. You can find me on Twitter at Mitch Topsy. You can find me on YouTube, Mitch Topsy. You can follow me on the Hardcore Sports Network YouTube, Twitter, my new Instagram, Philly Talk with MKYT. That is Philly Talk with MKYT. And on that note, guys, I am out. Catch you all later. Let's go, Birds.